What's up, y'all? Cam and Chris back again.
Back
This
again.
this time we got Foolio's mom goes off on Charleston White. She said she don't like him. He too old to be. Well, that's what we be
What?
saying.
Well, first
He
of all,
too.
we just did her
We just
thing the other day,
yeah
and I liked her.
yeah. She cool. She seemed like a regular down there mother.
Yeah, yeah, she did. She did.
Like yeah. She
She did.
cool to be somebody who got shot 8 times and she
Oh yeah. Oh, we still don't know the whole backstory on that. We gotta do our homework on that one.
yeah. We gotta find the documentary on what happened with
Yes.
with that. But let's check this out. See why she don't like Charleston White though.
Well, it's probably a lot of reasons why she don't like Charleston White.
Y'all like and subscribe, but
Please,
subscribe, please.
please.
Let's get it. Let's get it. What the? Oh,
A lot of people. Well, I had did an interview with Charleston White and a few others, and
you saw her eyes. She already like.
people feel like Foolio Charles was just tired of running, tired of looking over his shoulder, tired of living at times. Like,
Yeah, that's what you. I ain't gonna say. I said you said it. Sometimes sometimes I guess they get to a point where look, man, if y'all gonna get me, y'all gonna get me, man. I gotta live my life.
Yeah, I mean he right. I mean you sometimes you just be like, right, I can't. Right, I gotta live my life. I cannot. I'm tired. I can't even enjoy myself. I'm just tired. And maybe that was his thing that night. I mean, because he had to know all that he was
I'm
literally
saying he going
posting.
live.
Yeah. So, I don't want to say he was trying to commit
Yeah.
suicide, but I still think he was just tired.
You never know.
looking over his shoulder, tired of living at times. Like, did you ever get that?
I did. Charleston White said that.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like him. You 60-something years old, however old he is.
He's 60
I don't like him. We need to be adults.
Mm.
And if he hear me, I know he gonna go on a rant about it, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
He almost cried when we did the interview.
I bet she did.
I
don't believe
He told me that he had a thing for Foolio. Well, Charles.
I bet she did.
I
think it was fake. Because I seen the videos he made. I don't like him. I think adults need to be adults. Right. And he speak. I don't like some of the stuff he spoke on. Not even Charles, but even in chat. And I don't like that. You're too old for that. You're supposed to be an adult.
I could agree with that.
So, I think with Charles, it was. I guess it was 2-3 years ago. I guess your son threatened to smack Charleston White out of nowhere, and I think that's what created it.
Why would he just say that? Now, come on, Sean. You've been knowing Charles forever. You think he finna just say that out the blue? What make him get it? That man had to say something first, and he know he ain't finna smack no older person, but he said something to him first. Just like with these songs, they say something first, and then when he say something next, it's a problem. Why would he just say, "Oh, I'm gonna smack Charleston White"?
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go back and look.
Exactly.
I got to go back and do my homework.
Exactly. He just made that. He just say, "I'm finna." Why would he just want to smack him? What did you say, Charleston? You had to say something. You know how many? That mean, okay. For example, all the guys that done put me in these songs. Am I finna go and get on here and rant and say something about them? No, because I'm a grown adult. They may be 25, 26 years old, but they're children in my eye.
Yeah.
And so,
right. That's what I always say about Charleston White. Like some of the stuff he say, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you saying? Like, why are you like he'll say F this dead person or F these homies.
Right.
Like, oh, they said about them. That ain't nobody said nothing about Charleston White though. Now somebody say something about Charleston White, I'm like, yeah, go for it. But he be like,
well, we already know he be all over the place. But that's why when he said, well, he almost cried or shed a tear. But you can't take any of that and be like, oh, that's no, because Charleston White say something nice about you one minute and curse you out the next. So
Right. Say he glad you
yeah,
did.
right. So that wouldn't be nothing to me.
At all.
Same thing with Charleston White. He's a child in your eye. You said something first, and of course he said something. He responded back or whatever. And he done did it a couple of times. I done seen the stuff that he said about him, and I just don't like it. And because I hold certain people to a different level. I heard certain, but if this the kids they going back and forth, okay, I know that. But you hold certain people to a different level, especially when you a certain age or whatever. And I think his mature level is just not there. And I don't care about when he see this or whatever, he's gonna make his little post and go on his little rant.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I must say, I've interviewed a lot of mothers with deceased sons, and you're a really strong woman. I can't say that. I mean, from the disc records that are still coming out today to the Taunton and the Don Julio liquor and the interviews that are coming out.
I'm saying though, she can't think no type of way because Foolio was doing crazy stuff. He was doing the same thing. Let's just say that.
Well, you should let's see what her response is to that. Let's see.
Okay. But no, I don't even like the framing of the question because he said they still dissing. They like that's what they do. All of them, both sides, right?
Yeah, right. So let's see what she
like
said.
how the question.
Let's see if she say, "Well, he did. He used to do that too." Let's see.
Don Julio liquor and the interviews that are coming out.
They should have got paid for Don Julio. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to get an endorsement. Y'all should have got an endorsement for that Don Julio.
Yeah, but I must say you were strong and you're handling this very, very well because it's a lot. It's a lot, and your son is all over social media. He's everywhere right now. I mean, especially with the case going on, everybody's making all the streamers are making videos and things like that. You're a very strong woman. Yeah.
I don't got no other choice but to be strong.
In Chicago, something similar happened where multiple rappers and kids passed away, and 4 or 5 mothers got together. And although their sons were enemies, they still got together. They held conversations. They took pictures to let the youth know that it's bigger. It's a bigger cause. Is that something that you would do in the future?
That's something I already tried to do. I mean, I can't force it on anybody. I do speak to one guy, and Charles was dissing his son, and we talk like we're adults. And he have started a nonprofit, and I'm starting a nonprofit as well or whatever. But I done talk to these people. Some people they're just not open to it. But when you got some people just not open to it. And that's okay because I don't force myself on anybody. So yes, I do have some things going on. Like I say, I talked to one guy, and my son was dissing this man's son. But he understood that it went both ways. And we are grown, mature adults or whatever. And we talk in the DM and things of that sort. He told me what he's doing and things of that sort or whatever. And me and him probably link up and try to get something together for the other kids that's growing up. Because I do see some kids, they look up to Charles, and if you see some of the, he tell the kids, I don't want you to be, they be on live. He be like, I don't want you to be like me. Don't be like me. Go to school, don't do this or whatever. Whatever. But I do have something, some things planned, a nonprofit that I'm gonna have going on.
What do you think Jacksonville police could do differently? Do you think it's something that because like at this point, a lot of kids, they're not even thinking about the consequence. They're just acting off of emotion.
I don't even want to say anything about JSO on this live at all. Because some of the individuals from JSO, they don't seek to help these individuals. They seek to harass these kids and things of that sort. they're not coming to the neighborhood and say, hey, this about this job. You ain't coming to playing football and trying to show them something different or whatever to make them see something different. They don't do nothing but harass you. You see them pull Charles out the car for fleeing, going 17 miles per hour. So, I mean, it's some good apples in this.
He was running from the police, but he was going slow.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
Miles per hour. So, I mean, it's some good apples and there's some bad apples as well. So I'm not gonna even speak on JSO, but I know they need to come with some type of a program, or they probably need to go back and do some type of other training. I get a special unit to go out and do some type of outreach to talk to these kids or whatever. So that's what I feel like they need to do.
Okay. For everybody watching this, what do you have to say to the people in your city that you know, the people who don't like Young, I mean, that don't like Foolio? I mean, Young and Ace just did an interview with academics that did 1 million views. It's a lot of other rappers that didn't see eye to eye with your son. If Young and Ace was watching this right now, what would you tell him?
I mean, I really don't have anything to tell him, but it comes a point in time where it need to stop, because there's only 2 places. It's going to, just keep it real. You're either going to be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're going to be dead. That's just point blank, period. And the thing is, we don't have to entertain these people, these fans, to make yourself look cool or anything like that. And I tell my son the same thing. There's 3 ways out: jail, death, or just doing better. Just cut the bull and just do better.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that Ace did that. I think he moved out of town and probably got away. Foolio, I don't think he ever moved far away. But I don't know for sure, but I don't know. I don't think these kids don't. I mean, you can't tell these kids, oh, don't do drugs, don't sell drugs, don't shoot people, don't gangbang. They gotta see what not to do. I mean, they gotta see people thriving, but they think it's cool and they like it. They don't look at it as a negative thing. They look at it as a cool thing.
Yeah, well, because they're kids, but yeah.
I'm saying that's the way. Even their kids. I'm talking about, like she said, they in their 20s.
Well, yeah, I'm not, but again, that's because that started as kids. You sitting around thinking, oh, this is cool, and you think, and so that's it. That's all you know. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to be, and you don't ever change. Like she just said, if you don't change, you don't do better. You got to do better.
They don't want to change though.
Right.
I could see if these kids was down and out, they only had a choice to do that negative stuff, and that's all they got. No, they could do other stuff, and they know that. They don't want to. They like this. They like the recognition you get when you shoot somebody. Oh, he a stepper. That's what they want. Oh, he a street dude, or he be selling drugs.
Sometimes they gotta learn the hard way.
But I'm saying, them kids, they want to be that. It's not like they trying to be something.
And that's why you gotta take your kids out of that type of environment where they
when they little
every day, right? They don't see, then they don't know. You see, you know what you know.
Right. I'm saying your friends playing video games and playing baseball, playing football, playing basketball.
That's what you gonna do.
But if you in the hood, your kid, some of the kids in the hood doing that, but the majority of them out in the street.
Most of the time, you're a product of your environment. I'm saying most of the time, because we grew up in the hood. But we could have went a whole different way. Especially you. You're a guy. You know, it would have been a lot real easy for you to have gone a different way. My brother could have gone a whole different way, but we did not.
Yeah,
we had parents
to the suburbs.
Family who was like, yeah, just because it's here, I mean, you got to be a part of you. That don't mean that's you because you live like this. I mean, that's you. Right. So of course it comes from parenting, and of course it comes from your environment.
Because you could be going outside like me. You could be going outside with your friends, stealing cars and selling drugs. Or you could be going outside with your friends, going to play basketball.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And it's just that simple.
Right.
If your group of friends doing XYZ, that's what you gonna do.
Yeah.
It's simple
So,
like that.
but that was I like her. I think she's pretty real. Like I don't think she's putting on the act or
But
anything like
I
that.
still think she look at her son like he wasn't really part of it.
Of course.
Like every time he did something, it was in retaliation. You know how mamas
You
be.
see mamas like that all the time. Well, they must have said something to him.
Oh yeah.
They did something to him because he
Right.
wouldn't have just done
He
that.
wouldn't have done. Why would he?
But we
look,
see that all the time.
Right, from people we know.
Mm-hmm.
But with Foolio, I mean, he do seem like he was laid back and he really didn't get into, like, he didn't egg that up. But
if he was,
I'm talking
the stuff he did on them videos.
Right, yeah, that was next. Like that was worse than like that thing he did at the cemetery.
That was enough.
That was like worse than anything anybody ever could do.
Yeah, that was very disrespectful
To somebody who survived that incident you talking about. And that was his brothers in there.
You didn't just disrespect him. You disrespected that whole family, friends,
multiple families,
multiple people,
neighborhoods.
So you could say somebody, he might have been laid back, but that right there took that.
He could have been the most innocent person in the world, and he did that. That just took him to the next level.
That boy did that whole thing out.
Everything good he talking about.
Yeah. But that's okay. Good interview. She did
good. And she said it. I'm grown. I could talk to the father. Like, ain't nobody expecting parents to be out here beefing.
Yeah.
But yeah. But we do see some of the mamas in Chicago talking about the people who kill. Like, yeah, this and that. Yeah. My son would have got you, and my son was still alive. He would have got you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you supposed to, but hey, like you said, product of the environment. And people think parents supposed to be better. They grew up in the same environment.
That's true too. You gotta think about that too. You can't
expect the kid to be any different.
That's true too.
But that was a good one. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all like the video, subscribe.
Thank y'all.
That's crazy, bro.